The Odyssey Leopards are a good basketball team. They proved that last year when they won a sectional championship. So what can a coach do to try and give them an extra edge? Something that will get them through the struggles and challenges that can go along with being a title holder. For Jim Guzelik, the answer had nothing to do with more off-season workouts or free throws or different tactics. Instead, he wanted the team to focus on what was inside of them. And he saw yoga as the perfect way to do that. As you might expect, it wasn't something his players totally bought into.
There was there's definitely kickback, and oh, coach, what do you think and what are you doing? But then when we introduce the players that are practicing yoga and mindfulness, the kids started to buy in. You know, the first couple times that we did yoga, it was goofy, it was fun, but we made it our own.
Let's talk about the yoga. Talk about what did you think when they first said, you know, we're going to start doing yoga on Saturday morning?
Oh, it was, to me it was kind of weird because, you know, I never did yoga and it was the first time. So when we actually did it, it was kind of helpful. It relaxed us, it got us in the right state of mind. And then at times on the court too, like the clutch times, and when fourth quarter comes, like we all calm, we know what to do, and it's like we don't panic no more. We just calm.
I was surprised. I never did yoga ever in my life, and I was like, all right, if it's gonna help. But it's really helped throughout the season with our muscles and getting our mind in the right place.
Not only was it something the team never expected to hear, it came as a surprise to the instructor as well.
I was very happy because I believe in yoga and the benefits of it. I was surprised at the same time. I know these guys, and I was like, ooh, I don't know how they're going to do with this. But they welcomed me with open arms, and I think you're going to see how great they are with it. There was a lot of laughing the first day, and we kind of addressed that right away, like this is normal, you know, this is weird maybe. We kind of went with it, and now it's totally different for them. Like they come in, they settle, they land on their mats, and they just start to breathe, and then we start to move. I mean, they're still grunting and groaning and laughing, but at the end they are, you know, they sit up and they open their eyes and they look around and they're like, wow. You know, so I definitely think they're feeling the benefits of it.
The benefits are obvious during the course of a game, and it's not just the players who are using the skills. The coaches practice what they preach, and it comes in handy.
You see the kids that are doing the stretches and practicing the breathing techniques on the benches in a tough situation. They're using that, and we're able to say in the game, you know, in a tough situation, take a breath. And you hear the whole team take a breath, and you hear us all let it out, including us coaches. So you're going to see us down there practicing it with them, because that's something that's important too, is all of us do it together, including myself, because there's times that I have to take that breath as well, and they're telling me to do that, and that's an important thing when we have that communication back and forth, to trust each other that they're telling me, Coach, you got to calm down now.
In the game, if you're like starting to get your head out of the game, I've seen like Eric and Jaden and a lot of players on the team, they take a deep breath on the bench while stuff's going on. Like if they get a bad foul call, and it just calms them down, they go right back in there and do their thing.
You know, breathing is this unconscious thing that we do. We don't have to think about it. And so when I asked them to really think about breathing and become aware of what it feels like to breathe, it was a little bit of an eye-opener for them. There are so many benefits to breathing, like it calms your central nervous system down. So when they're out on the court, things are hectic, things are chaotic, maybe something doesn't go their way. You know, their initial thing is to react, and sometimes it's slamming the ball down, not a good reaction. Now they have this tool to breathe, step back, and then move on right to that next play without letting it affect the rest of their game or their day.
The payoff isn't only coming in the form of their attitude on the court.
We do it for injury prevention as well, and so far, knock on wood, our injuries have been down because we take this time, we take an hour every Saturday to work on recovery. The kids have to be able to recover in a quick period of time, and they're able to do those things because they're going home and practicing the yoga stretches, or just being able to say we got a tough game down in Wellsville or a tough game on the road, and mentally preparing for that. These kids do that really, really well.
Because we stretch out our muscles and we get a little meditation in, and we get to let our minds relax, and we make sure our muscles are all stretched for next games, because sometimes we have like back-to-back games that we need to be ready for them, no matter how the first one and second one go.
I definitely think it's catching on. I think times are changing. More and more professional teams are using yoga and mindfulness. There's a lot of local schools using it as well. So I really think in the next few years you're going to see like a revolution. Yeah, it's going to be a big change. It's a game changer. Like that mental piece is so key. And a lot of these kids, they don't have the tools. They just react. And so we want to show them that there's a different way, there's a skillful way to respond. And that moment of that breath can really be a game changer.
The Leopards have used more than just yoga to get the season off to a successful start. They have confidence in each other and know they can depend on the guy standing next to them.
We use the word trust a lot, and that word kind of, we try to use it because we have to trust within each other in the game. We have to trust each other within the classroom and doing the right things in the classroom and doing the right things in our school. And these guys are trustworthy kids. They do the right things a lot of the times. They're really role models within the school, which is even more important than just hanging sectional banners up. And then back here Monday, ready for a big game next week.
Let's get it.
All right, let's go right here.
Let's get it.
Trust on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Trust.
Every time we break the huddle, we say trust because we all got confidence in each other when we get in the game. Trust is a big word in the school too because everybody believing in us, teachers. We get congratulated every day, and it feels good because as this school, like, it never was brought to light, and then to now, I feel like as a team we did that.
And then exhale, you made it.
Shout out to the real old man.
I will see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys will just fold up your mat.